I woke up this morning to some amazing news with the SEC versus XRP case. We've got the Hinman stuff, everyone, and a huge public figure out there that most of you love came to defense of Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple Labs. In BitBoy Crypto, enjoying the ski slopes a little early this year, sir? Oh, a little Twitter drama? We're gonna get into it. Let's leave this screen and go into this one. I've got the heat map up and it is nasty red right now. Bitcoin under 19,000. That happened overnight. Ethereum 1269. XRP highlight of the video sitting at just under 44 cents, down 5% in the last 24 hours. And this is with good news happening, which I'm gonna get into right away. Ripple says the SEC was unable to establish a legal theory to support its claims that XRP is a security. Now, not only did Ripple Labs file for summary judgment, they also filed for opposition to the SEC's summary judgment. The theories that the SEC does advance are insufficient to prove its case and are internally inconsistent from element to element of the Howey test. Ripple said the SEC asked the court to ignore the expectations of ODL service, a payment that uses XRP for cross-border stuff. Hold on a second. The SEC totally taking a narrow focus saying, hey, forget the use of ODL. Let's focus on the other use cases. No, you can't do that, and that's the point. That was the whole idea with Pokemon cards. That was the whole idea with baseball cards. If a majority of the usage is for this, you can't just look at that small, narrow slice of the pie and take and regard the whole market that way. That is so wrong by the SEC, and people are coming after them. Even after it's taken its arguments on their own terms, the SEC still fails to carry its burden to show that any element of the Howey test is met, let alone show that no reasonable jury could disagree. Now, in terms of the investment contract, this is where the SEC kind of has Ripple in a little bit of trouble. This is the one thread that they're hanging on. The only basis the SEC has for suggesting otherwise is a statement from David Schwartz that Ripple is legally obligated to maximize shareholder value, insinuating a contract, right? Like, hey, you purchased this from us. It's our obligation, our end of the contract to give you as much value as possible. Instead, you know what the SEC wanted? The SEC requested that the court focus on the expectations of downstream investors who bought XRP from ODL users. However, the agency did not establish whether XRP purchasers invested in a common enterprise or made any form of the payments to the defendants. See, the SEC wants to take care of the people moving the market. That's you and me moving XRP. So now they're sitting here going, yo, all those people that use ODL, okay, we don't want to deal with them because that totally F's up our case. Instead, they're picking on us. They're picking on Ripple Labs using XRP as a funding mechanism. And oh, someone came out to Ripple Labs' defense in Brad Garlinghouse. Who is it? Elon Musk. Everyone, Musk comments on Ripple CEO's brutal statement about the SEC. What did Brad say about the SEC? Probably nothing nice, because I don't say anything nice about the SEC, but let's see what Brad's got. The SEC wants you to think it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior will shock you. And here is Stuart Alderati replying to that. Over 18 months, 6 court orders later, we finally have the Hinman docs, internal SEC emails, and drafts of his infamous 2018 speech. While they remain confidential at the SEC's insistence, I can say that it is well worth the fight to get them. And guess what? Elon is like, no way, because Elon wants that shared to the world so we can see exactly what the SEC has going on. They are picking winners and losers, not regulating fairly. And real quick, to give you the background of the Hinman, if you haven't heard, former SEC Chair William Hinman once concluded in official correspondence between the SEC and a third party that Ethereum was not a security but a cryptocurrency, as the token had reached a high degree of decentralization. At that time of the opinion, Hinman's law firm received 1.6 from the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Conflict of interests, everyone? Oh, and now on to the BitBoy drama. Did you watch the live stream yesterday? I used to live near the beach, and there was this phrase we had. In fact, I used to live near Hilton Head, and there was this phrase. It was, hey guys, it's snowing on the beach today. I had no F-word idea what that meant for like the first 6 months while I was out there, and then I learned. I wonder if BitBoy was hanging out on that beach. BitBoy accuses exchange CEOs of trying to permanently ruin crypto in shouty, sweary rant. A friend of mine, Eric, Twitch Radio, sent this video over to me. I watched a little bit and I was like, yo, what is this dude doing? doing, and I know what he's doing. He's trying to make himself a personality. He's trying to stand up for crypto to be the savior because he knows he's burned everyone's asses. He's trying to do a complete 180 to flip his image around, and he's using opportunities like this to make it happen. But there's some messiness in here. The YouTuber was furious after a tweet by Bankless co-founder Ryan Sean Adams. Ben Armstrong, whose real name is BitBoy Crypto, you have that backward in the article, subsequently weighed in and alleged, big words coming from someone who literally used venture capital money to pump up Solana. People see through you, you are a liar, and knew it. Well, Sean Adams wrote back and said, please, dear Lord, and any lawmakers or adults reading the tweet, just know that BitBoy doesn't represent us either. Here's the weirdest thing from Sam Bankman-Fried. This is what he said. He's like, dude, Solana had nothing to do with what we were tweeting about, especially I'm not even involved in that project. BitBoy went even further and said this. He goes, who the F Adams was because he wasn't important. Adams comes back and says, you know what? We are tired of people who look like this guy trying to ruin this stuff. I'm the one out here putting the work in behind the scenes, trying to save crypto while these devils, Sam Bankman-Fried and Brian Armstrong, are trying to permanently ruin it. This is BitBoy talking. He's trying to save crypto. The same guy out there that sued Atozy for doing a video on BitBoy for how he screwed his fans over how many times with the shit projects that he suggested. Oh, this is not about money for me. You're full of crap. You have over $3 million locked up in Celsius. The views on your channel are super low compared to your subscribers. In fact, what you are making money now on YouTube is a fraction of what you were making before, and it shows. This guy with his freaking glasses on, this douchebag who is out here trying to tell you that's the only suits that know what to do. Dude, when you start ripping on people's looks, you lose credibility. Ryan Sean Adams shared the clip of BitBoy's outburst on Twitter and said this, today the Alex Jones of crypto, shots fired, went on a Coke Pepsi fueled tirade about my glasses. How's your day going? Adams went even further and said, hey BitBoy, why don't you hang out on my Bankless show, but you'd have to probably waive your $40,000 fee to appear. Yes, everyone, shots fired. It's snowing early for Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto. The only reason I brought up the BitBoy video was to show you out there that there's these influencers, right? That seriously, they talk out of both sides of their mouth. They pump these scams on these fans, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, I'm the one behind the scenes defending crypto. Bullshit. You are not defending anything. In fact, you have given such a bad name for the industry that you are doing whatever you can, tackling and punching up to the highest public people out there with information that isn't factually correct, by the way, going after them to make yourself look like a saint to the viewers that you have that are unaware for years in the past. You have been scamming your viewers and screwing them over. Now, the Ripple Labs XRP story, I want to see what the Hinman stuff says, and so does Elon. I think we should maybe go for a little Freedom of Information Act action and see exactly what was going on with the Hinman stuff. I don't think Freedom of Information Act applies to that, but I would like to try, or at least someone out there with a little bit of paper company to try to get that. So we've got Hinman stuff released. We've got now Ripple Labs filing in opposition to the summary judgment, not their own summary judgment, they already did that, but now filing in opposition to the SEC's summary judgment. A lot of juice happening. We also had the SEC meeting yesterday, closed door meeting with only their biggest out there. Is there a settlement coming? What is happening in the crypto sphere? Is the crypto winter starting to thaw? Is this case going to be the thing that now takes crypto from crypto winter and pushes it into the sizzling hot summer? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, even if it's summer where some of our YouTubers are, they still enjoy the ski slopes. I'll catch y'all later, but first, check out this cool video right here. Thank you everyone for watching.